Hi, welcome to the Careers Unfiltered podcast with Mentoria. You may know your dream job, you may know your dream career, but do you know what goes on behind the scenes in your chosen career path? Have you been able to separate the glamour from the reality in your career? Do you know the good, the bad, and the ugly in your career? Most people walk into their careers without having any idea in terms of what really happens in that career, how to crack success, how to get the right job, how to grow in the career. Don't be those people. Get the ins and outs of your career path through some of the best subject matter experts and industry professionals that Mentoria will bring to you on the Careers Unfiltered podcast.
It's just about taking that first step of making that list of people who will get amazing value out of you by getting something into their business. So performance marketing is honestly one of the most, like, as the term goes in today's time, most coolest thing to be in, especially if you love seeing ads on YouTube. If you're one of those people who uses YouTube on a regular basis and you come across those ads and you get little intrigued that why is this ad shown to me, ऐसा क्या है ये ad में, that they want to capture my attention. All those ads that we see in today's time, if it has ever intrigued you, why do we see these things? What is the behind notion that me, as a mid-30s man, is coming across an ad by a brand, say Geo Cinema, or it could be Sensodyne, or it could be a particular workshop that is coming up, and I come across it. If that curiosity is there, trust me, you're already 5 steps ahead of being a performance marketer. Someone who has a personal interest in, say, digital strategies, loves to be on the data driven side of the things, and has ability to directly measure, right, if we are reaching to the right audience, and you love doing a lot of work on consumer behavior itself. That is what entails into performance marketer, to simply put. Traditional marketing is basically your billboards, TV, television ads. It could be radio, print, etc. So all of these actually still surviving, but are part of the traditional marketing. So how we are different in terms of performance marketers is basically we are more ROI driven. So ROI would basically mean return on investment. So we capture a lot of metrics, like what are the kind of clicks we are getting from our business to us, what is the kind of client acquisitions that we are getting, what are the customer acquisitions that we are getting. Basically, just to keep it simple again, that we are directly looking at specific actions, or it is more result oriented as compared to what traditional marketing was. So there's a client which I'm working on. We're pretty much working only on meta ads for them. They are interior designers, and for them the goal is not getting eyeballs anymore, TV ads, eyeballs. So we are not looking at eyeballs anymore. The only reason that client as an interior designer would stay with me is if I'm able to generate right audience for them who is coming and interacting, like, hey, I like the ad that you're shown, I like your work, can I come and do a store visit and get on a discussion with you? Basically, in simpler terms, if I'm not able to generate leads for my clients in today's time, they will not be able to stay with me. And that's what performance marketing is all about. Typical digital marketers can become performance marketers. Your marketing people can be digital marketers. People who love data reading per se, just data reading, not necessary the algebraic one, but the simple data reading can become performance marketers. Even people who love consumer behavior, people who love economics, people who love statistics, people who love business administration. And one thing that I came across very recently, even engineers, because one of the students I was just speaking about this week, the week gone by, and I was just curious. I just asked him, like, so what is your background? And he's actually a chemical engineer. It is just sheer interest and passion. That's about it, right? If you have interest, if you want to know more, like I started out by sharing about, being a little inquisitive, being a little curious about this aspect, you think you can make a career out of it. There is an opportunity out there. So you can be a little more data driven, become a strategist, irrespective of what is your, background been in the past. I don't believe masters is necessary. I think a degree would do, but degree in the right aspect, in the right field. A digital marketing course, for example, because any kind of digital marketing course with one of the leading institutes in India, or even if you're doing it from abroad. Now, when Harvard has their own set, even Tata, I believe, has their own set of subjects that they are covering. So choosing the right medium is important, because what is going to happen is, if that is not appropriately there, what's going to happen is you might jump into something that is covering a different horizon, and getting a job or a career in performance marketing could be tough. So there are plenty. I mean, there is IIDE, where I've been a constant trainer, teacher as well. So if you want to happen to meet me, you can join IID as well. There is a Bangalore-based institute called Digital Scholar. There is, if you're already in a career right now and you want to only simply look at upskilling yourself, and you want to continue doing this probably in your own pace, right? Now there are so many courses. We don't have to be by demand, but we can do it in demand. So the idea would be to register yourself for courses through even Google. I believe the first course that you can go and Google for is Google Fundamental Exam. So that will give you all the study material that you need, and these are validated certificates from Google as well. There are, I believe, 6 to 7 only in performance marketing alone. Even Meta has started their own certifications. I believe they started just post-COVID. And if you can just search for Meta certification, they have a lot of, again, study material, again, only aligned to Meta. But now Meta also has so much variety, from Facebook ads to Instagram ads to reel making to WhatsApp marketing. If you can consider in-class trainings, if you have the bandwidth, you're still a student, then that works for you. If you're already in a job and you think about pursuing this parallelly, then this would be the way to go. Well, you're doing Google certifications, you're doing Facebook. HubSpot also has a lot of certifications right now, which you can do in your own pace. Start from home. What I mean by that is, the moment you think about your immediate family, friends, relatives, you will know they are all doing something in their work. It could be their own businesses. Someone could be running their own, say, ice cream store. Someone could be running, say, their own online workshops. I want you all to jot down such people, your cousins, relatives, friends. Jot down the names, jot down the things they're doing. Then start researching, are they doing enough online to get more promotions coming to them? Now, being that connect with a friend or a relative, the chances of converting such clients becomes fast. Imagine you start doing this work, you will learn on the go. Okay, you might want to charge a cost to it, you might not want to charge them, that's fine. But imagine the learnings that you will get with such small projects coming into your kitty, the amount of confidence that you will get. It doesn't matter how much budget you're spending. Like I said about earlier, lakhs and lakhs, I'm saying a mere thousands. Imagine spending roughly just say 5-7,000 in a week, no one is going to say no to that. And like, amazing, at least you'll get some kind of branding out of it. So it's like a win-win situation everywhere. I'll tell you what the biggest win is there for Joanna is that she can actually put this on her resume, that I have work experience because I worked on an art project of a client of mine. Of course, we'll not mention a friend. You have LinkedIn jobs, you have other platforms. Go and check this performance marketing fresher. There are handful of people only asking, because no one in that agency or that business have time to teach you. That's the problem. You have to learn it on yourself, and I've told you the solution to this. It is not a difficult solution. I mean, imagine your mother selling something or working something from home, or has her own business. Your dad has their own business. It could be your uncle, your aunt. I'm just giving all these examples because I want you to start thinking on those lines. Imagine after 6 months, even if you work with 6 different friends of yours, selling 6 different things, even if you have success in 2 of them, put those 2 in your resume. You are better than more than 80% of the people out there who want to become performance marketer. The chances of you being taken seriously for that next career option will become upfold here. I spend at least 1.5 hours per day in reading. It's just crazy. It's split, not exact 1.5 hours, just to make it simple. Half an hour in the morning to read the newspaper. Read which newspaper? Not Bombay Times, not that entertainment segment ki gossip kyori nahi. Only Economic Times. Lenskart has done something amazing, and so on. So you'll find so many interesting brands that you are aware of. They're doing amazing stuff in their businesses. So reading half an hour a newspaper in the hardbound newspaper, not e-paper, right? Being a digital marketer, imagine I'm saying this. After all my office work is done, I'll be spending another half an hour to read and keep myself abreast on what's happening around in the world. What is the newest algorithm change that Meta has done to make things more crazier for us? And all of these things. There are many such websites which I follow. There is Social Media Examiner. There is Search Engine Journal, there is Mashable, there is TechCrunch, and I have subscribed to all of them. Performance marketing does pay well, very well, because it is a skilled, developed job that you're doing. You're handling a good, big amount of money. Freshers will not get into performance marketing easily. Yeah. That's always going to be a bit of a concern. So, assuming that you already have at least 6 months to 1 year of work-ex on your own, the kind of standstill that I was creating for everyone, if you have that kind of a standpoint and you go into getting your first job, what I've noticed is anywhere between 20,000-25,000 monthly salary is not a bad deal to begin with. And then you become a senior performance marketer, handling more clients, maybe people under you, and then it can keep increasing from there. You can also become a freelancer in this space. If you love doing what I was talking about, the 6 months of tiring and finding the clients on your own, you love that part, you don't want a job, fair enough. You can only charge a commission out of this and continue working. So the commission works on 2 ways. One is that you can always charge a setup cost. A setup cost is a one-time cost to create the plan and execute it for the first time, create the account, everything for the client. And then you can charge a commission, which can be a commission which you're charging per month wise.